We are going to go somewhere very exciting today, and I'm honestly not sure why I've never taken you there before. I think I'm just so used to it that I think everyone knows about it, even though they absolutely don't. And it is a place I've been coming since childhood, and it is kind of indescribable. I find it really hard to explain what it's like. That's why I just want to show you. I am a Northeast local, and this is one of the classic school trip spots that everyone in the Northeast has gone to. I've been going here for over 24 years. So that makes me feel old, but yes, that's how long I've been going to this place. And we are going to Beamish Museum, and it's not a regular museum. Some people, when they go in, they're like, where's the museum? It's not like that. It is an open air, immersive, interactive museum. It is huge. It has a few different time periods. It has a huge town. You can go in all the shops, bakery. You can go and talk to the actors that are dressed up, pit village, all that kind of thing. And it's just such a cozy, lovely place as well. It's set into a valley, so you can't see anything modern at all. So it's got this really special, immersive feeling that you are actually in these places. And this is my favourite time of year to visit. Autumn and winter, it just has such a magical, cozy feeling about it. I think especially even winter, you can go around Christmas time, and they even open late and do Christmas nights, which are so cozy. And when the sun starts to set just as it's closing at this time of year, and all the lights are on, and you can smell the wood smoke from the houses, and you've got a hot chocolate, it's just the best vibe. When you get a ticket, it lasts for the whole year. So if you're not too far, you can pop back at all different seasons, or some people just go in every day to walk their dogs there, because it's such a big site. So I'm really excited to take you there, and I really hope you love it. This is one of my favourite places ever, and I should have done this a long time ago. So let's go and do a full tour of Beamish. I will try and fit in everything. I might miss a few bits because it is so huge and there's so much to see, but I'll try and cover as much as I can. I'll take you to each of the areas, and let's just go and have a lovely cozy Beamish day. So first things first, we're going to Pockerley Old Hall, which I believe is an 1820s farm. And I think this is actually one of my favourite places here. It's kind of set apart from everything else, but it's very calm and peaceful. I could definitely just move in here. So I'll show you around and show you what it looks like. Is this not just the best time of year? With all of these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous autumn colours. You just cannot beat it. So stunning. I think that sight there, the autumn leaves and then the smoke coming up, has got to be one of my favourite sights ever. I don't know about you, but I'd be more than happy living in this huge, beautiful house. It's very cosy as well actually, and it's got such lovely views of everything. So this is what it would be like in a quite well-off 1820s farmhouse. Okay, so next we're gonna go to the 1900s town, and I think this is arguably like the most impressive bit. I think it's the bit that really blows people away, so I think you'll be very impressed by it. Then afterwards we might do 50s, or we might go to the Pit Village, I'm not sure yet, but I'm just going to show you the town first. It's an Edwardian town. You can go in all the buildings, shops, dentist, bakery, sweet shops, pubs, immigration office, printers, everything. It's insane and it looks so beautiful, so I'm just going to take you there right now.
Do you know how it says like 1 D per thing? What does the D stand for?
So D stands for pence. So the money goes in LSD. So L is pounds, S is shillings, D is pence.
Ah.
We're just about to go into the solicitor's house, so quite well off. Isn't this just the best vibe? I would definitely do my work here. I love like a dark, moody office library type room. So I hope you enjoyed the town. I definitely think that is like probably the most impressive looking bit, and when I bring people here they're really amazed by the town. It's so cool, and I think most of the buildings are original buildings. They literally move them brick by brick. All the transport you can get on, that's all authentic 1900s. Because I'm from the northeast, I know so many people who work here and who work on the tramway, who work in the houses and that kind of thing. Obviously, it's a big place. There are a lot of employment. So yeah, they all have a whale of a time, to be honest, driving the 1900s buses and trams and whatnot. So in the town, obviously, you've seen the shops and things that you can go into. So the immigration office is an interesting one because you could actually go in there and basically anywhere in the British Empire you could move to. So you could be like, life's not really working out for me here, I'm gonna go to the immigration office and be like, right, I want to go to Canada or something, and that would be arranged and that it would be sorted out for you to head off to another country. So that was something that people would do. And they also have the bakery here where they do bake things on site, and the stuff is absolutely gorgeous, especially if you ever get the chance to have like really thick like northern gingerbread, like have it, it's absolutely unreal. There's a sweet shop as well, which is really cool. The bank, I even forgot about that. We went in the bank. You can actually get your picture taken as well, like in costume. There's costumes for you to put on and get like a ye olde photograph. I've never done that and I don't know why. I should definitely do that. So I think next time I come I'll try and get a photo like that, and that'll be really cool.
Basically just get your back into that and shoulders. Use the handles, don't put your hands on top because the roof's only that height. You're pushing there, yeah. Alright, so you use your handles. Get pushed out. You only might have 100 metres of water to push it, that's how. So, yeah. Well, at your age, 9, 13, you wouldn't be worth it. But 12, you'd be down there, taking a rush at the bed. Have you been underground? Have you been down out there? No.
So we're now in the pit village and we're just going to have a look in some of the cottages. This is where the miners and their families would live, and I think they're very cosy actually.
How do you regulate the temperature?
Put your hand in.
So you know, like say for rescue, like now, said
I need it
180
to
degrees.
The handle gets hot when it's heating up. Put your hand in and you can guess. I've done it for nearly 17 years, so I've got an idea now.
So you pour something and you hope that money will last you, and then obviously if it doesn't, then you pour something else. You know, and then you hope that when that person gets back to work you can save and go and get it back if it's still there, obviously.
So you can actually go down the mine as well, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. Maybe I'll save it for another video. But we'll go and have a look at the above ground part of it, because mining was really, really crucial to this region. It was really a region of industry and was the reason that this region flourished. We had mining and shipbuilding, and it's kind of woven into everyone's fabric and culture from this area. Like the smell of coal fire like still just gets to me, and you grow up learning about mining. Where I'm actually from originally was the site of a really terrible pit disaster. I don't know if you know much about mining. Maybe I'm just taking it for granted that a lot of people in the UK do, because it's our heritage here a lot, but it was really, really brutal industry. You would have young boys and men who would go down into the pitch black. It was hot, it was incredibly dangerous. There would be explosions fairly often, and they would have all sorts of things, like they'd have a canary that they'd take down into the pit first, just to check if there was a gas leak, and if the canary stopped singing, that meant that it wasn't safe to go down the mine that day. They also had pit ponies that used to work down the mine pulling the coal, and it was a really intense place to work. A lot of deaths, a lot of injuries and things. So the pit village is a really good example of like what a lot of the villages still are in the northeast. They're old pit villages, but the mines are closed now. So you would have all the miners and their families living in a row of houses, and they would obviously be employed by the mine. And it was quite scary though, because if your husband worked down the mine, if he had an accident or God forbid he did die down the mine, you were kind of screwed. So it was quite an intense thing really. But yeah, the mines were closed, and now there's a lot of poverty and a lot of not abandoned villages. There's still plenty of people there, but they're lacking any sort of wealth, and there is a big issue with poverty here, and some of it can be contributed to the fact that all the industry's gone. The place that was flourishing and was doing all these things, it just now isn't. So it's really interesting. I find it fascinating, even though I'm obviously not like into industry, but if you're from this area, like mining is just so integral. So I actually wrote a poem about miners, northeast miners. I read it aloud at a book event. So what I might do is read that poem aloud and put it on my Patreon, because my Patreon subscribers have been asking for more poetry, which I'm more than happy to do. I've got loads of poetry. So I'll read it out, and I won't tone down the Geordie accent at all like I do for YouTube. I want people to understand what I'm saying on here. Like, a lot of you guys are not from the UK, so I want to be really clear. But on this video on Patreon, I'll get the full Geordie accent out, I'll do my mining poem, and hopefully you'll get a bit of a feel for what it was like. So we're just come into the 50s town now, and I have to be truly honest, I think the 50s is probably the thing that interests me the least. I'm just not, I just need to be a bit older. I'm not really into like the decor, the fashion, anything really, like the history. It's just, I'm sorry, 50s, I'm not a 50s lover, but the older stuff I think is just, we're going to go and have a look in the 50s record shop, which is cool, and then have a little wander around the town. This is the newest edition. They just made it, I think last year or like a couple of years ago. The cinema is very beautiful, it's very impressive, and someone just said, who works here, that it was an original 50s cinema and it was rebuilt brick by brick in this location. So it's authentic cinema, really, really gorgeous building. They do show films as well, there's a couple on today. Okay, we're going to go into the 50s houses, which, if you're from the UK, this looks like a regular normal house. A lot of them look exactly like this with the red brick. But when we get inside, you'll see that the decor is very 50s. Really, really, really cool. Not my vibe. But it's really amazing how they've brought it to life like this. Just at Home Farm now, which I think is going to be the last stop on this trip because I'm just shattered, to be honest. But there are more things that you can see here. So like I mentioned, you can go down the mine. I'm pretty sure there's a 50s farm, and yeah, obviously going in every single one of the buildings and looking at everything and doing it justice. You can definitely spend a couple of days here, but if you can only come for one day, like get here early and spend the whole day here and do everything. It's really worth just making the most of the whole thing and just seeing as much as you can. You can obviously get the transport, but be prepared for some walking as well. But it's so worth it. It's such a unique, special place, and I feel like obviously the museum's really popular, but like the Northeast is so underrated, and I feel like people forget about it a lot. And actually, there's so much here, and this is like it's like a celebration of Northeast history, and it's just really amazing to walk around like all these immersive villages and town building and everything. It's just, yeah, it's really special. I've seen other open air museums, but nothing to this extent, like maybe like a building or two, so I think this is really unique and special. There's a horse in here. Hello. There's a piggy in here. Can you see those little ears sticking up? So cute. Some ducks. Don't know if you can see them through this grate or hear them.